Good day viewer, welcome to the EasyQS YouTube channel. This is a channel that do educational videos on the area of quantity surveying. This is mostly about estimating the cost of buildings professionally, and our main focus is to assist students grasp concepts in the most simplified way. We also help you as a student revise for exams and also in your assignment through our videos and through private tutorial classes. If you are new here, welcome so much, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to use the NRM2 method of measurement to write references when doing takeoff for the substructure works. Stay tuned till the end so that you can learn everything that you need to learn. Remember also to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you like such content so that you can be notified wherever we make new videos regarding the question you may have asked in the comment section.
In today's video, I want to show you where we get the references that we write during takeoff, how we get them from the methods of measurement. In today's example, we are going to use the new revised method of measurement, and we are going to use an example that we have already done in our videos so that we can be able to show where did this reference, how do you come up with this reference from the NRM2. So welcome so much. If you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe, become a member, so that, and also hit the notification bell so that whenever we post new videos, you can be updated. For all our returning subscribers, thank you so much. We appreciate all your support, and we shall continue to make good videos for you. So in today's example, we are using this example that you can see on your screen. In this example, we had done a substructure takeoff, and we had done the whole substructure takeoff, and I want to show you how we get the references that we have got. The references, when I say the references, are these numbers that you can see in red. Such numbers, if you look at these, you can be able to see like here, site clearance, clear site of all vegetation, other growth, and dispose of site bushes. We can see a reference. This is the number. This is if you follow these numbers, you should be able to go to the NRM2 and see the rules that the NRM2 sets in terms of taking off. If you come to something like preparing the site, removing the topsoil, average 150 millimeters thick, you can see this reference. These references are a set of numbers which, when you follow, if you go to the NRM2, they should be able, you should be able to see what the NRM2 dictates that you should do. Remember, the NRM2 is a method of measurement used in several countries that were using the SMM7. This NRM2 came to replace the SMM7, and they are the new rules of measurement. So if we have a method of measurement in any country, the method of measurement usually dictates to us how we should be able to measure a certain item. If, for example, it states that site clearance should be measured in meters squared, how are we able to read the NRM2 so that we can be able to know it states that it should be in meters squared? It also gives us the rules for writing the description. So we shall be able to see this, follow through until the end so that you can be able to understand. All right, so I shall begin from, this was a taking off for a proposed housing for Rafford Council. If you look at our videos, you'll be able to see this substructure takeoff using the drawing. So let's get to the NRM2. So I want to show you how we were able to get these numbers. That is my main concern for today. So the NRM2 is this document. Then NRM2 is the new rules of measurement, and it came to replace the SMM7, as I said before. So the contents of the NRM2, we can see that it has some introduction parts, which they are the rules of measurement. So it will tell us how we should do everything in the construction project. But our main concern today is on the part of measurement. So the NRM2 usually have work section, like for example, if you see work section 1, it shows the preliminaries, information requirement, pricing and schedule. Work section 2, you can see it shows the offsite manufactured materials, components or buildings. Work section 3, it shows demolitions. Work section 4, alterations, repair and conservation. So you can be able to see everything that a building contains. It's well described in the work section, and this is what we shall be able to focus on today. So if we come to site clearance, the work section that deals with site clearance shall be here where there is excavating and filling. So you just need to go to work section 5 and you will find site clearance is explained here together with all the excavations, the disposal of the soils and water, the fillings to be done in the substructure, and the membranes, like the cavity membranes. So if you go down here where we have the work section, you'll find a table. Alright, so this table usually has the work or the work item to be measured. Then we have the units, we have level 1, level 2, level 3, and then we have additional notes. The additional notes just explains to us when we are doing the descriptions or the measurement, what is the added information, any instruction that we should be following. For example, you can see like here we are told removing trees. Removing trees, you should measure it in terms of numbers. That is what it states. Then when the gap is 500 millimeters to 1500 millimeters, you're told you can measure it in numbers when the guard is 500 millimeters to 1500 millimeters. Also, you shall measure it in numbers when the guard is 1500 millimeters to 3000 millimeters. You should measure it in numbers if the guard is over 3000 millimeters, stated in 1500 millimeter stages. So it shows you that you should measure them in groups. Okay, like those with a guard of 500 millimeters and 1500 millimeters should be in one group. Then there should be another group for 1500 millimeters to 3000 millimeters. That's another group. Then if we have others that are 3000 millimeters to 1500 millimeters, you should also state them in a group. Then when you go to level 2, it explains more about level 1. So it says filling materials should be stated. Okay, for example, if you look at this example, it was removing trees. In our drawing, we had a guard of 500 millimeters to 1500 millimeters alone. Then you're told you should state that filling with imported material. So you should follow, when you are writing the description, you should follow the guidelines that are given here. So you should state the guard, and also that you should state that the filling materials should be stated. If you look at the notes, you're told removing trees should include removing the stumps and roots unless otherwise stated. So unless it's stated otherwise in the drawing, if it is stated otherwise, you should add the description here, because automatically it should include removing of the stumps and the roots. Okay, for the notes we do not reference. While we use reference, we always take the work section. This is the first number. The first number shows the work section. Then we have a colon. After the colon, the number 2 is the item or work to be measured. You see, like here, removing trees was item number 2. Okay, so now 2 was the item number. 1 is the level 1. Level 1. Guard of 500 millimeters to 1500 millimeters is found in level 1. The next level 2, it is filling material stated. That's why you can see here we have corrected using a 1. So this 1 shows level 2, which we have referenced. Then level 3 should come after, and you can see it's blank. So that's why we have a 0. Okay, so let's go to another example. Let's go to site clearance. You're told to clear the site of all vegetation and other growth and dispose of site bushes. Still, in site clearance, if you come down here, you'll find site clearance. It's under site, work section 5 still. We have site clearance, okay, that is work section 5, number 4, okay, item number 4. Then we are told site clearance clear, you should first state the item. When you come to description, state the item, come to level 1, state what level 1 states, then go to level 2, state what it states. If there's an additional description that you can get from level 3, you add it to the description. Okay, so here we are told clear the site of all vegetation and other growth and dispose of site. You see, you're told in level 2, give enough description to identify the scope and location of work. So the description, you'll get it from the drawing. You're told to give enough description, like clear the site of all vegetation and other growth. Okay, then you're told to show the location of the work. So after you clear, dispose of site. Off site is the location. Okay, very good. So this one was our work section 5, item number 4, level 1, level 2, item number 1. You see, in level 2 there was the first item, this one, then 0 for level 3. Then here in the notes, you're told all growths include trees and tree stands less than 500 millimeters girth, bushes, unless specifically designated to remain. Yeah, the notes help us to understand, as in how much is already measured in that site clearance. You see, everything that have been measured. So the quantities, the contractor cannot sue the client, saying that the stamps were not stated here in the description, because the method of measurement states that the stamps are automatically included. All right, so let's go to another example, the next example, which is site preparation to remove topsoil, average 150 millimeters thick. You see, in item 5 we have the site preparation. So work section 5, item number 5. Okay, then site preparation to remove topsoil, average 150 millimeters thick. So if you come to site preparation, it's measured in meters squared. That's why here we measure it in terms of area. Okay, you saw that in site clearance it is stated meters squared, so we'll take length times width. Good. So here in the site preparation to remove topsoil, average 150 millimeters thick, work section 5, item number 5. Then we shall go to remove topsoil, and the depth should be stated. You should state remove topsoil, then the depth should be stated. All right. Then after that, taking off will depend on the drawing. Like here, you are told in level 2, the method and location of preservation is stated. Now, in our drawing, we had not been told to preserve the topsoil. We had been told to remove the topsoil. And that's why here you can see we did retaining excavated material on site, topsoil in soil heap, average 150 millimeters from excavation. This one, we are taking it away from the site. All right. So, yeah. So, in the first item, site clearance, this one was site preparation to remove topsoil, average 150 millimeters thick. So, it was from section 5. This one is item number 5. Number 2, this one is level 2. Work section 5, item number 5. This is level 1, item 2, remove topsoil, the depth should be stated. Then we came to take off another item. All right, this one, the site preparation and removal of topsoil, it is a different item from retaining excavated material on site. Topsoil in soil heap, average 100 millimeters from excavation. So this one is well described in, you see, it's retaining excavated material on site. So we shall go to where we talk about retaining the materials, and that one we shall find it in item number 10. Retaining excavated material on site. Here we can see topsoil. It's measured in meters cubed. Alright, that's why you can see work section 5, item number 10. The first item is topsoil. Then we are told that retaining excavated materials on site, it's topsoil in soil heaps 100 meters from excavation. So in these two items, under topsoil, you can go with either of the two items. Our item is to temporary soil spoil heaps inside? No. It is average distance to spoil heap stated. So yes, it shall be item number 10, topsoil. Then the topsoil is taken away from the site at a distance. All right, so we shall take item number 2. Then after the distance has been stated, we are done with that, because here we are told specified handling details stated. If we were to store the spoil heaps in temporary spoil heaps, we were supposed to explain also the specified handling details, how the spoil heaps shall be handled. But now we are taking it away from the site, so we do not need any more description here. So for the reference, this is work section 5. This is item number 10, level 1, level 2, it lies under item 2. Then for level 3, it is 0. And retaining excavated material, because you're told to measure it meter cubed, that's why you'll take the area, then you'll multiply by the depth of excavation. Right. So I want us to look at also another item for your practice. We have excavating and filling. How did we come up with this reference? Excavation and filling, it's still in work section 5. You know, this work section 5 has a lot of things. You can see it states excavation starting level stated if not original ground level. The excavation was commencing from reduced level. Then the foundation excavation, it was supposed to be, it's trench excavation. This one is trench excavation. We are told that you should excavate. You see, let's see what it says. Excavation starting level stated if not original ground level, as we have stated from the reduced level. It should be measured in meter cube. That's why here we have the length, the width, and the depth. Okay. Then in this one we have the bulk excavation, in case we are doing something like basement. But now this one is foundation excavation. Foundation excavation is like strip foundation. So here we shall take it's still under work section 5, item number 6. We are not doing any bulk excavation, because it's not a basement, it's strip foundation. So it will lie under foundation excavation, that is item number 2. Then the first item, it will lie not exceeding 2 meters deep, because we usually excavate the trenches in ranges of 2 meters. So the first one shall be 5, 6, 2, 1. All right. Then you're told in level 3, details of obstructions in the ground to be stated. There was no obstruction from the drawing. So in level 3, we'll take item 0, meaning we do not need any instruction from level 3. So it's 5, 6, 2, 1, 0. So let's look at this last one. The filling obtained. This one is for the filling obtained from excavated material. Final thickness of filling excavated 500 millimeters deep, compacted in layers of 150 millimeters deep. Okay, now this one is about filling, and filling we see that it is in item number 11. All right, you need to go through the NRM so that you can be able to know where these items are stated. So we shall go to filling obtained from excavated material. Then it's from the foundation trenches. All right, so it's work section 5 still, item number 11. Then we shall go between final thickness of filling not exceeding 500 millimeters deep, finished thickness stated, or final thickness of filling exceeding 500 millimeters deep. Here the description will always guide us, because the description we obtained from the drawings. This one we are told it's exceeding 500 millimeters deep. So we shall take the second item in level 1. So it is work section 5. This one is item number 11. In level 1, we shall take item number 2. Then in level 2, you have either the source, distance, destination, and method stated, or the maximum or average depth of layers stated. You're told here it's compacted in layers of 150 millimeters thick. So it is item number 2 again. Then after that, the description is over. So in level 3, the item number to take is 0. I hope you have understood how we get the references from the NRM2. It is not hard. Actually, the NRM2 is the one that guides us in telling us the units of measurement. These units, this is where we get them from, and also it helps us to come up with the descriptions more accurately. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you have understood. In case you have any questions, write them in the comment section and I will be glad to address them. So see you in the next video.